Hi, I'm Simon, the artist behind Quality Art. Thanks for watching this video. So I thought I'd just sort of go through briefly and describe a little bit about this particular painting, because I know it's quite hard when you're sort of looking through Etsy and things like that and you can't actually see the image or the painting, and it's sometimes hard to sort of visualize what it's like and with the really flat images. So I thought I'd talk you through a little bit about this one. So this is watercolor. It's on 15 by 11 inches paper. The reason for those sort of sizings is because it's cut down from an imperial sheet. So the measurements are all old imperial sizes, but you can easily pick up frames for these. I tend to use a 16 by 14 inch frame and then have a little inlay and a mount inside that of 14 by 11 inches. But if you go to any sort of framers, they'll be easily be able to find one for you. And that kind of gives you a bit of leeway with the edges here, and you can put it in the frame nicely that way. So this particular one is kind of like a Caribbean scene of a man pulling out his boat into the ocean. It's kind of a sunset scene. You can see there on the beach, and there's a few sort of rocks in the background there. And then we obviously, to make sure that it's definitely a tropical scene, there's the palm tree. So for this particular one, I will probably start off by doing the sky first, and that'll be a wash of starting with the yellow over here, and then slowly working in some of the reds, the purples, and then the blues. And then normally at that sort of time as well, I would kind of work down into the sea as well, so it's reflecting and looking the same as the sky itself. And then when we get down to here, the sort of edges on the beach, then you're looking at where the white bit is, probably lifting out a little bit of the paint, and you can do that with a damp brush, and that gives you this kind of light wave effect here. And then to make sure it definitely looks like it's the rolling waves crashing in there, you put a little bit of shadow underneath the wave, and that gives that effect. And then we've got the beach here. Again, you know, that's just layers of colours in there, slowly building up really. And that's it. And then we've got the boat here. Again, that's very similar. So you start off with a light colour and then slowly add in the darker colours. The light source is obviously over here, so any shadows are coming sort of this way. The same with the guy there as he's pulling the boat out. And it's a very similar technique with the palm tree here. So we start off with the really light colours and then slowly work in darker and darker. And then you eventually end up with the palm tree looking as it does. So I suppose one last thing to do is to just show you sort of size relative to a sort of A4 sheet, so you can kind of get a bit of a bearing of that. So that's roughly the size of it. So you can see it's sort of larger than A4. Okay, thanks so much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact.